Okay, let's continue this discussion on refinancing and get into some structural vibes around LVR. Cass asks, when I got my mortgage, my LVR was above 80%. Now it's below 80%. Should I consider refinancing? I would get a lower interest rate. Would I get a lower interest rate if I did it? Thanks heaps for your work. My pleasure, Cass. And what I might do, I might read Stephanie's question as well.
Certainly.
And we'll just lump them in.
Yep.
How much negotiation power do I actually have when it comes to a refinance? When I bought, I had an 82% LVR, but because of the house price growing, my LVR is now 42%. What'd you buy? Daddy lucky. Despite only paying back around 10 grand a year. Looking to refinance for cash flow rather than borrowing more against the equity. So do you want to maybe just recap? We'll do an illustration of what LVR is and how it works.
Yeah, of course.
And even what we can do is I can just draw it as you talk. So
yeah, 100%. So let's say, for example, we purchase a property for $500,000.
Cheap.
Very cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I'd keep the numbers simple though.
For me, doing simple numbers would be $1 million property. That's how dumb I am.
I didn't want to assume everyone's buying $1 million.
No, let's do that because everyone who listens to this show is printing money.
Yeah, okay. So if we start at $1 million and
purchase price.
And let's say, for example, let's say they borrow 80%, right? Let's keep it round numbers, and they borrow $800,000 against that property, right?
And mortgage. Yeah. Oops.
Amazing handwriting there, Glenn.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
Okay, so then after a period of time, much like this scenario here, let's say, for example, they get the property revalued.
Well, can I just, as a teaching point, from day one, the LVR, loan to value of the property.
Yes, ratio, yeah.
Is 80%.
80%, right?
So that's from day one.
Now, the banks will price your rate according to that LVR. Almost all banks will do that, okay? So the rule of thumb generally is the lower the LVR, the more aggressive they can price on the lending because the more secure they feel it is. So let's say, for example, then in 5 years' time, we get a valuation in at 1.5 million. And let's say, for example, we've paid down the loan by, I don't know, $80,000.
Yep.
So we're now at 720.
Do you want a calculator?
Yep.
If you want to get wild.
Yeah, thank you. So 720. I said 1.5, didn't I? That's now a 48% LVR.
Wow.
That's a dramatic drop in your loan to value ratio.
I'm the dickhead. I'm both. It's basically half. Call it 50%. It's been a long life, everyone.
Yeah.
Back off.
So, look, I think the big thing with this is that's a dramatic drop in your LVR. And as such, you need to get the property revalued. Now, whether that's with your current bank or a new bank, I would always recommend going to your bank first, getting an updated valuation so that they can see from their side that there is indeed this equity here.
Would they do a desktop val on that?
Possibly.
Do you want to explain what that is?
Yeah, so there's different types of valuation that the bank will undertake. Now, when you initially request a valuation, if it's sub 80% LVR, they will always look to try and save money and do a desktop or a curbside valuation or online valuation. If that comes in at a sufficient price to reduce your LVR accordingly, then you would just accept that. But let's say, for example, if you had the property and they only had all the information that you had when you originally bought it, but you've gone and you've done massive renovations and work to the property and you think it's worthwhile a valuer going out to that property, well then I would recommend encouraging them to upgrade it to a full valuation to try and increase the equity that you've got in that property from their perspective.
So I'm just going to draw a diagram, which I just thought of.
Yep.
I drew it in my first book around like mortgage rates, but I just want to extrapolate it out for Steph and Cass at home. So if we look here, right? So we've got an XY axis And this is risk axis, and this is interest rate axis. So this is for borrowing on debt.
Sure.
So, for example, if you go to your payday lender down the road,
Yep.
or even we'll just put credit card. Credit card interest rate, it's unsecured debt. We'll just call it 18%.
Sure.
It's a higher interest rate because the risk to the bank is a lot.
Yes.
Okay. If you went to the ATM and did a cash out of the credit card,
Yes.
that interest rate might be 25%.
Yes. Yeah.
Because we know that.
It's deemed as high risk.
So when it comes to this percentage rate, that's the bank's risk appetite.
Yes.
And there's obviously a floor with the RBA, but we won't go there. What we might get in here could be a secured car loan.
Yes.
That could be 10% because it's less risk to the bank because they've got an asset behind it.
Yep.
Then we go down, we might have when it comes to home mortgages in this box, we might have a 90% lend.
Yes.
And that could be, 6.8% because it's higher risk
deemed as
because, and I think the 80%, Joe, that the banks use, they're basically saying if the property market falls by 20%, which is probably never happens.
Bananas, but yeah.
If the property price falls by 20% and you stop paying, we know we can just go in and sell the house and get our money back. Like
fire sale, we can get our money back no matter
return,
what.
There's meat in the property.
That's right.
But when you go to an 80% LVR, that could be your 6%, right?
Yes.
But remember the question we talked about at the very start with April, how she was like, I'm on 5.2%.
Yeah.
And this is the stuff we see online, right? I'm shaking because I've had heaps of coffee. Why is my hand shaking?
Not a great look.
You know why? Because I'm using the iPad a different way than I usually do.
Get it on the stand. There we go. All right.
So I can rest my hand. So, for example, you know when you see the rates on TV, it's like a 5.8% or we'll do a 5.5% interest rate.
Yeah.
Usually, and tell me if this has changed, they're an online bank only. They do bread and butter to PAYG people, 60% LVR, very low risk environment for lending. So I hope that kind of explains the risk return lens of the lender.
It explains their logic, doesn't it?
Yes.
You know, the lower...
Because we want a higher premium.
Yes.
Because we might not get this money back at 25% interest.
And if we don't, we've already charged more to make up for that loss.
Exactly. Yep.
That's it. Yeah.
So that's kind of how that works. So if we go back to Cass's question, and the team will put it up on the screen because we've got a new process now and, you know, we're very flash around here. When I got my mortgage, my LVR was above 80%. It's now below 80. Should I consider refinancing to get a lower interest rate? Well, the answer is bloody oath.
Yes.
Because there could be, not always, an environment where a lender may have a different pricing bracket. Mm-hmm. Would I be a good mortgage broker or a terrible one? Probably bad.
I think you'd be a great mortgage broker. I don't know how profitable you'd be.
What are you saying?
But I would say, look, in this situation, the first port of call I would be, whether you're with a broker or whether you're with the bank directly, approach your existing lender to get an updated valuation to establish what the LVR is from their perspective.
Yeah.
See what that offer is, and then you've got a general idea then, right, of what your LVR is. Then you can go, okay, let's have a look and see what other lenders are going to offer in that same space. Let's compare apples with apples and make sure that we're securing the best rate for me with that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, it's Glenn here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. You made it to the end. Can I ask a favor? Can you hit that like button and maybe hit subscribe if you want to get notified when we release further videos just like this one, whether you watch the Money podcast or Retire Right. And remember, if you want to learn more about investing, I've got an investing book, The Quick Start Guide to Investing, and there's a link in the description to get your hands on a copy. Thank you so much. Bye.